Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty cool things to go over. We have some trailer speculation for Pokemon Legends Z8 and when we might see it. We also have some new events that have been announced, some Nintendo Switch 2 rumors to go over. There's a lot of things to break down and get into. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have a pretty cool post here by Soul Silver talking about when we might see the next trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA. They start off by saying, what if the Pokemon Company finally drop the new Pokemon Legends ZA trailer / news / presents around the anniversary of when Pokemon X and Y were released, which is on the 12th of October. The 12th of October this year is on a Saturday though, so a couple of days before it, after sounds like the perfect date to me. Also, Pokemon Pocket is releasing on the 30th of October, yet we still don't know much about it. So obviously, the 12th of October, like I say, is on a Saturday this year. But like I say, they could drop it on the 10th, which is a Thursday. They could drop it on the Tuesday, which is the 15th. I wouldn't mind it. It'd be a kind of a cool sort of... it'd be a cool kind of way for them to drop a trailer and kind of keep that sort of, I don't know, celebration going. The fact that, you know, this game came out on this day or around this day. Here's a trailer for the next game that's set in the same place, but obviously as a Legend style. They also say I could see it presents sometime around in these weeks, especially if the Nintendo Switch 2 is announced a week or so beforehand. The X and Y release was actually a really important one in Pokemon / Game Freak's history because it was the first simultaneous worldwide release of a Pokemon game. And as well as that, obviously Generation 5 didn't sell that well initially. But Generation 6 did really well. Obviously, it was on the new console, the 3DS, 3D as well, which we'd never had. Not third person, but obviously, yeah, in that sort of like 3D kind of sense. So it was a massive change from our normal Pokemon game. And they sold really well, and they were pretty well received. They obviously introduced Mega Evolution, stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it would be a nice celebration for them to drop a trailer around this time. We also have Osmio here as well saying late September / early October Switch 2 reveal trailer with footage of ZA and Black and White remakes. Mid-October, Pokemon presents with official ZA trailer 2, Black and White remake announcement, and more Pocket stuff. I think that is definitely a wish list. I cannot for a minute see them announcing Black and White remakes and Legend ZA during the Switch 2 reveal. I just feel like there's no chance. Obviously not impossible, but it's just so unlikely. I wouldn't even try and entertain that. But either way, definitely a time when we could see the next Legend ZA trailer around the time that the obviously original X and Y games were announced, or released, should I say. Moving on, we do have the cancellation of Pokemon Quest in China. So we have Riddler-Q here posting saying EOS, or end of service, for Pokemon Quest Chinese version since February 2025. A journey comes to an end. So yeah, this is quite a big shock to be fair, because they have been putting like a lot of kind of Quest stuff out there. Like Riddler-Q is always tweeting out when new kind of Quest Pokemon are appearing in the game and stuff. So it's interesting that they're just like ending the service to this, because they put a lot of extra gameplay features in this, like PvP, stuff like that, which I really would have liked to have seen in the kind of Western version, but now it just looks like they're just ending the service. So I don't know if it's just now doing really poorly, or what. Maybe if they released all these features worldwide, it'd make the game do a lot better. That's what I personally would think, but either way, yeah, it's quite a big shock that this is obviously a thing that's happening. Moving on, we do also have some new Nintendo Switch 2 updates to go over as well. This is more of a realistic kind of rumor. We also have another rumor to go over as well about the Switch 2, but basically we have My Nintendo News here tweeting out saying Chris Dring has doubled down on the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal this month. So obviously we've had back and forth between, is it going to get announced this month? Yes, no. Insiders coming out saying yes and no, but this insider has doubled down on it. So they originally said it was going to happen. We've had insiders saying it's not going to happen, and this person's basically come out and be like, nah, it is going to happen. So let's read on. It says Chris Dring has doubled down on the Switch 2 reveal this month. So games industry developer Christopher Dring has doubled down on his opinion that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be revealed in some form this month by Nintendo. Dring said in a new podcast that he had heard the information at Gamescom last month from several developers. So it wasn't just like one person that came up to him and was like, yo, Switch 2's out next month, or Switch 2's getting announced this month. He said multiple people like that he spoke to said the Nintendo Switch 2 was going to get announced or revealed in some way, shape, or form. Like, it could be in just a small teaser, and then the big Switch 2 reveal could be in October. Like, he's just saying that in some way, shape, or form, the Switch 2 will be revealed this month. So that could be in a big trailer, it could be in a small trailer, and then the big one later on, we don't know. But since it remains to be seen whether Nintendo will reveal the console this early or hold off. We also heard that Nintendo is planning to announce a new Nintendo Switch OLED model bundle, which includes Super Mario Bros. Wonder this month. Obviously, we've already covered that in a previous video with all the kind of Nintendo Switch bundles and stuff like that. But either way, yeah, they are doubling down about the Switch 2, which obviously is good to hear. We do also have this person here as well, Paul Gale, talking about this as well, saying, I cannot verify this firsthand, but something huge just came my way. Supposedly, quite recently, a trailer-like commercial was filmed to promote a certain next-generation console. Obviously, it's the Nintendo Switch 2. If this is indeed the case, I think we are 1 to 6 weeks away from a reveal. So, like I say, we are heavily expecting the Nintendo Switch 2 to get announced this month or next month. And this just kind of really solidifies that. Because it could be as early as next week, and then it could be up to 6 weeks. I think we're like 200 days away from the latest it could be revealed, because that's like the end of March in the fiscal year, which is when Nintendo have said like that's the last kind of that is going to get revealed by then. So it's at least 200 days away at the worst possible outcome, but it's very much looking like, you know, we've got different insiders now saying it's going to be this month. We've got other people saying that they've heard commercials and stuff being filmed to promote this new console. So maybe in September we just get like a small commercial for it, like a small advertisement for it, and then in October we get like a big trailer, because I feel like they have to do a big presentation. Like the PlayStation 5 Pro just wasn't really as hype as I feel like the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be. Like, all they did was drop the console, the price, which obviously a lot of people aren't happy with, and then they did like side-by-side comparisons. I think for this Nintendo Switch 2, they should show the console, drop the release date, drop like games that are going to be coming with it, like really just make it a massive event. You know, this is one of the best-selling consoles of all time, and it's a successor to that. They know it's going to do well. They spent like $1 billion on research and stuff for this console, so they've obviously got a lot of faith in it. Loads of developers have got a lot of faith in it because they're all making games for it. And they're like, why wouldn't you just go big? You know, just go big for it, make it massive, make it a huge, exciting thing. As well as because PS5 Pro has just obviously just dropped that stinker of a reveal for the Pro. You know, why not just grasp it by both hands and just be like, this is the console that you're going to want to get. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to have really good games. It's going to obviously have version exclusive games as well. Like Nintendo games, you can't play on anything else. You can't play Mario on anything else. You can't play Pokémon on anything else. You can't play Zelda on anything else. This is why loads of people buy the Switch, because they want to buy these games and they can only buy them on the Switch. So I don't know, just go big, man. Just do a massive presentation. Just get everybody really excited for this console. Like, why not? Just do it, man. Just do it. So yeah, that's like the Switch 2 stuff. We also have a little bit of anime stuff to go over as well before we go over the next Nintendo Switch 2 rumor. So we have Central Leaks here tweeting out saying, looks like the new anime arc will be called Rayquaza Rising. So this was taken from the Sugoi Light, saying Pokemon Horizons, a series TV anime, will enter the 4th story arc subtitled Rayquaza Rising, which begins broadcasting on the 11th of October 2024. So obviously that's very interesting. That's very close to the date that the Pokemon X and Y games did come out. So maybe they drop like a presents around then and they talk about this then. Who knows? Just an interesting kind of link there that they are obviously around the same time, like 12th of October and then obviously 11th of October. But hey, who knows? We have a bit more information about it as well from Makio and J Rose are saying Pokemon Horizons Arc 4 will begin on the 11th of October. It'll be called Rayquaza Rising, beginning with episode number 68 called To a New Sky, Brave Asagi. And this arc will feature Pokemon and trainers from the Scarlet and Violet DLCs such as Perrin or Carmine, and this poster should be revealed soon. So a little bit more information about the anime there. But yeah, Rayquaza Rising, I think what a cool way to celebrate that by releasing a 7-star Rayquaza raid. They're not going to do it, but it'd be a cool way for them to kind of promote it. So that's all the kind of Legends EA stuff, the Switch 2 stuff, like actual kind of evidence and all that, theories. Let's go over this 4chan post here talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. You've probably seen this one. This one's been flying all over the place. I don't know why this is getting more traction than your normal everyday 4chan rumor, but it's about the Nintendo Switch 2, and it says Nintendo Switch version September 18th reveal. So the 18th of September is next Wednesday, which again, next week is when a lot of people are kind of said that is the start of when we could see this reveal. You know, starting next week, we could get a Switch 2 reveal any day. And apparently it's going to be happening on the 18th. Like I say, take it with a grain of salt. This is a rumor on 4chan at the end of the day. It's not a very long rumor, but they say There's going to be a pre-recorded trailer September the 18th, approximately 9 minutes long. So that was the kind of time limit of the PS5 Pro. That does kind of link up with what Paul's saying as well, saying, you know, a trailer-like commercial was filmed to promote a certain next generation console. And then this rumor here is saying, you know, it's going to be a pre-recorded trailer on the 18th of September. And he's saying it could happen between 1 to 6 weeks away. So it does line up with that. Obviously, you don't have to be a leaker to kind of say the same thing there. I don't know, maybe I don't think they saw this post because this was dropped on the 9th and this was also dropped on the 10th, so they wouldn't have seen this post when they made this, but either way, that's just kind of a connection there. The official name, though, is the Nintendo Switch version 2. Now, I don't know why call it the version 2. I just feel like it doesn't need to be that long. Like, Nintendo Switch 2 is just easier. It's easier to say, it rolls off the tongue better. Nintendo Switch version 2 just feels a little bit sloppy. I don't know, it just doesn't really hit like Nintendo Switch 2 personally, but either way, apparently that's going to be the name of the console. Says it's going to have a foldable dock, so that'd be pretty cool. Wouldn't mind a foldable dock. That'd be a nice kind of touch. It's bigger than the OLED, so I think we're kind of expecting that anyway. Apparently it's not going to have the OLED screen on release. They'll probably make an OLED version of it down the line, but that's just to kind of like save costs and stuff like that. But yeah, bigger than the OLED. So, I mean, I don't have an OLED, so I don't know how big the actual screen is, but obviously it's bigger than that apparently. Don't know how much bigger it is, but they do say it is bigger than the Nintendo Switch OLED. It says colored buttons on the Joy-Cons. So, like the A would, I don't really know, maybe be all different colors. I feel like that doesn't look, I don't know, I prefer it like them all being white or them all being black or grey. I don't think like multicolored Joy-Cons look that nice in my opinion, in terms of like the actual buttons on it. The Joy-Cons obviously can be different colours, but the buttons on the Joy-Cons, I don't know, I feel like they're better off being all black or grey or whatever. It says Metroid Prime 4, beyond a significant visual upgrade, showcase of the open area, control gunship between planets, physically attack enemies with arm cannon, crystal cave with giant alien bats, multiplayer PvP. Multiplayer Samus, or multiplayer Metroid would actually be like really, really cool, to be fair. I wouldn't mind that. It'd give me like Halo vibes and stuff a little bit. But yeah, I can see them showcasing games to just kind of really emphasize how good this console is going to be. And again, the Switch 2 could emphasize Legends ZA. Like, that could be one of the games they show. Maybe that's why we haven't got a trailer yet, because it's been like 7 months since we got the reveal of Legends ZA and had absolutely nothing. So anyway, they go on to say open world Mario based in Mushroom Kingdom. So this open world Mario game has been heavily rumored as well. It's going to be the next 3D Mario game, and it is going to be open world. Apparently it takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario chasing rabbits in an open field, some sort of day and night cycle. Cloud area has smaller islands surrounding the main island. Then goes on to say, small blue ogre girl wearing a crown and holding a club hammer in Princess Peach's castle. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I think this open world Mario game that's been heavily rumored is gonna be like the best Mario game of all time. It's gonna be wild. Like, they always do such a good job with Mario games, like with Galaxy and I don't know, Super Mario Sunshine, stuff like that. Like, they always do a good job. But this one I think is gonna be like open world Mario. That's what people want, and they've obviously done it with Zelda. They've done it with Pokemon. It's been successful. You know, no matter what you say about like Scarlet and Violet, they are the fourth best-selling Pokemon games of all time. So obviously they've done well. Obviously, we all know how good Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are. So why wouldn't they then take that and put it into Mario? So I feel like it's gonna happen. Mario Kart seemingly has around 15 to 16 races. Characters wear standard and unique clothes, some sort of character-specific arena changing, a giant disco kart with 4 players. 4 players would be like, I mean, obviously Double Dash was 2 players. Like, imagine if they did online 4-player. Like, that'd be insane. I don't know, because I feel like there couldn't be that many people in that race, though, because if it was like 4 kind of karts, it'd be 16 players. And I know that Mario Kart can obviously like deal with stuff like that, but a lot of Nintendo games can't, and unless they fully upgrade like the online services and stuff, which they could, then yeah, imagine like an 8-kart, like 4-man on every single one. That'd be mad. It'd be really cool. But like I said, they've done it with Double Dash. Absolutely love Double Dash, so I would love to see them do something like that again. Says third-party games, EA Sports FC, Elden Ring, Assassin's Creed Mirage, so they're also going to be coming to it. So yeah, I mean, obviously EA Sports is coming out like end of September, like 29th or something like that. So yeah, that would obviously get a trailer around the Switch to reveal. Elden Ring as well, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Like, I could always see all these things kind of coming to the Switch. Like, they're already coming to the Switch, but like, well, EA Sports obviously is, but obviously a much better version on the Switch too. And then April 2025 at launch date. So Yeah, I mean, all in all, I like everything about it, but the name. Like, Nintendo Switch version 2 doesn't really... And I don't like the idea of it only being 9 minutes long. I feel like it should be longer than that. Because if they're going to show gameplay on Mario Kart, Metroid Prime, Super Mario, then that's like 3 games they're showing gameplay on. They're probably going to show, like... Because it'll be an overview trailer as well, so they'll show, like, I don't know, 2, 4... Let's say 2 minutes a piece on that. That's only 3 minutes to go over the actual console, so I don't think it'd be that long. I think it needs to be longer than that. So that's just my thoughts about it. But let me know your thoughts on this Nintendo Switch 2 rumor. Again, it's potentially going to be happening as early as next week because of like these sort of insiders quotes and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited, man. We haven't had kind of anything to really get excited about for a while, and this is definitely something to get excited about. But let me know your thoughts on everything we covered today. Do you think we might be getting the ZA trailer around the kind of anniversary of Pokemon X and Y, and then also what are your thoughts on, like I say, all the Switch 2 stuff and the anime stuff as well. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.